Hello, welcome back. Today we're gonna play some. Is that an alien cat? Today we're gonna play some 60 seconds Reatomized. The goal is that we're trying to get all the achievements. We've got 33 of them, and we need 60, I believe it is. Let's go ahead and start a new run today. We are going for more cat lady stuff, so let's go ahead and use Dolores to try to get some of that cat lady luck. We need to get a radio through this scavenge. We have to. There's also an achievement for the toilet, and then some cats. I think I got the toilet whenever I did an attempt last run. I'm not too sure. Let's see if we can find the radio, though. Yep, radio's in here. So let's just start strong with the radio that we need, and we'll get the boy, and we got a bottle of water. We also need to get a ton of food, because I believe the cat lady one is going to be the hardest, and it requires you to have a lot of food. So let's see if we can pull that off. I don't know if we can. Okay, there's nothing else in here. We'll just toss these. Come on, Dolores. Move, move, move. I didn't want the water. I actually just wanted the food, but that's okay. Alright, we need to go pick up the daughter. Where is she hiding? Just full sprint at that. Oh, that's the achievement. We got it. We got it. I think we already got the dad, didn't we? I really hope we did. Okay, alright, we should be set. We should be set. So we got the radio. I'll wait till this stops ringing in my ears. So we got the radio. We got the toilet achievement. Radio achievement is day 3 is what we need to get that. So, yeah, I was worried because I tried a quick little run. It didn't work out too well. And I was like, I don't know if I've got the toilet achievement because it didn't really register. But I was like, I ran into it, but I guess you have to break it off its hinges. So we found some cards in our shelter that we get to start with. We got tons of cans. We did pretty good on that one. All right, let's go to the next day. We got to get to day 3. Is ideal right now for the radio achievement, which I will show you how that works here in just a moment. Living in the past, not wise. In our current situation, we need to think of today and tomorrow. The beginning is always the same, so I'll skim read these. We are going to send somebody on an expedition. We need to do a few in the beginning while everybody's really healthy, just to get that out of the way. We had the most curious visitors today. They wanted a map. One of them was making the sounds of galloping horses using a pair of rocks and hitting them against each other, while his companion was pretending to ride said horse. They claimed to be a very important guest and seek some magical cup. They only lost their way in the wasteland. They asked permission for a quick look at our map to determine their whereabouts. Yeah, Monty Python reference is always beautiful to see. I like it. Alright, so we're on day 3. So day 3, we need to hit the radio 2 times. So we go 1, and we wait for it to stop, and 2. Alright, so that's what we need to do for that. It's part of the achievement. When we get to day 4, we'll do the rest. Although we tried to decline politely, the guests were clearly offended. They galloped away, waving their wooden swords and screaming something about cutting down shrubberies. Absolutely crazy. If there's one thing we need, it's water for Dolores. Ted should drink something soon. Water for Mary Jane. Some water for Timmy. Alright, so everybody's thirsty on day 3, so we could go to day 5 without giving them anything comfortably. Getting around. I love sending Timmy on the first run. He does really good, I think. Alright, let's go to day 4. Alright, so we need to get to day 7 is what it is. Timmy, I think I said day 4 earlier. It's day 7 is what we need to get to. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know when he'll be back. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Yeah, you will. Ted looks like he's got a foot in the grave. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We need water tomorrow. The radio of ours has been silent for the past few hours. We need our news. We need our music. We all agree. I'm not doing the radio. We don't want to touch it. Just leave it alone until we get the achievement. And at the same time, we don't want the government exit. I've already got that. So we're good on that one. We're just going to skim past that so we don't get spammed all the time. We're sure they're experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will be just fine. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Yeah, okay, so let's give everybody water. Go to this. Are the walls closing in? Is this space getting smaller with every passing minute? We need to get out of here. Now. Open the door. Open the damn door. You know, there's actually an achievement for having everybody go crazy. And I'm wondering if this helps it. We'll go ahead and... We'll leave the door closed. Because I'd like to get that. I don't know the steps. I should probably look into it more to figure out which ones give me better odds. Alright, so we already got Ted. If we could get these two crazy as well, I think we're on to something. I think we'll be on to something. We're on day 6. Tomorrow, we can do the radio thing. Keeping the door closed is the right thing to do, but the tensions are rising in our tiny little shelter. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Ted's no longer thirsty. He has gone crazy. Mary Jane's no longer thirsty. Mary Jane's diet could use some food, so we're starting to get hungry. Ted's not getting hungry, so the females need it on day 8. They need to eat. Okay. Wish we could just leave. Sitting down here with barely anything to do is driving us crazy. Alright, so here's day 7. This is when we do the final radio thing, which is, I believe you just let it run 4 times. You gotta click it, let it run. So wait a moment. Ooh, big yawn. Hit it 2 times. Let it run. Hit it 3 times. Nothing happened. Hit it 4 times. What? What is that? What is that? That couldn't have been everything, right? And I think it did mention something about keep pressing it. So I'm going to press it a handful of times just to be sure. And we need to make it a habit of pressing it each day. Alright, we'll do it one more time. One more time. Alright, there it is. Alright, we'll leave that alone. Okay. Hopefully the time to leave will come soon. Dolores would really love to eat something. Ted's mental health's getting worse. Jane's quite hungry. We'll all eat tomorrow. I don't want to use the radio today because it wouldn't have been registered by what I just did. I want to use it tomorrow if it gives me the request because I don't know how the achievement fully works, right? So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So now we can feed everybody. It sucks because Timmy came back. Let's read what's going on. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue on what's going on might not necessarily kill us. We were so afraid for Timmy, but then he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. We were about to give up and come. We were about to give up and come back empty-handed to the shelter when we ran into a church. It looked peaceful enough, save for an unexploded atomic bomb stuck in the church tower. A sizable group of people were busy praying to the bomb, chanting something about holy fission. That sounded really crazy, but those people seemed friendly enough. What's next? The cultists decided they won't be needing any holy water. We did a bit of miracle work and turned empty wine bottles into quite full water bottles, +2. We spotted some sort of vehicle down the street, but we couldn't get a good look at it in the dark. Maybe future expeditions will prove more fruitful. Ted's stomach's rumbling. Okay, so today we got to feed everybody. Everybody's starving. Also, I think there's like escape in the car thing. I don't know if I ever got that. It's something about give food to it or whatever and for gasoline or something. Ring ring. There we were, thinking we would never hear a telephone signal again, and suddenly a phone starts ringing from somewhere outside. We figured it's in the phone booth across the street. Should someone go? Yeah, send... Not the crazy one. We'll send Dolores. She's going to be our MVP this round, and have her doing most of the work. Even though, in the past runs, she's just up and died for no reason, which is driven me crazy. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as a survivor from a nearby town in Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong. Oh, okay, so I don't think we need that in the future. So try to remember phone call booth. Just ignore it. Who cares? We're gonna send somebody outside. We can't send there. We'll do Mary Jane, but also let's put this back. Click the radio a couple times. There's got to be something more with the radio to get that achievement. I don't think I've gotten that. Also, oh, hang on. There's one more thing. I think I've unlocked hats. Hey, sorry for skipping this a little bit. I had to because I could not figure out for the life of me how to get the hats on their heads. It turns out you just right-click when you're on PC on each character, and it'll cycle through the hats. Also, make sure you like and subscribe. But I'm going to go ahead and just skip this a little bit because I ended up just exiting the game on accident, and it's just a mess. It's ridiculous. I might make a short out of it. Hopefully you'll like that content. But yeah, here we go. All right. All right. Let's continue this. All right, Mr. Ted. Ha! Holy cow, we got a bunch of them. Oh, that's so cool, actually. There we go. Looking great. Looking great. Feeling good. Listen to the radio a bit. Holy cow. That is cool, man. That is cool. Very hungry. I can't remember what day I was supposed to feed them, actually. We'll just do them all, just to be sure. Just to be sure. And we'll send Mary Jane out, is what we're going to do. And we'll go to the next day. Gosh. That oh, that was so much extra work just to do this. Okay, so Mary Jane's out. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon, etc. Was there anything else? I think it's just hunger information, which they're all fine. There are only so many things you can do in a tiny bunker, but so we thought, hey, why not play some more games? They're not just for kids, you know. Yeah, sure. We can play some games with your crazy dad. And your witch of a mother. She's got the witch's hat. Oh, she's cool. I like her hat, actually. It's really sweet. We played Truth or Dare. When it turned out, we only kept asking questions, and the most common was, are we going to eat anything besides tomato soup? We decided that's enough games for today. That's pretty good. Something to eat. He isn't acting normal. Sometimes his behavior is pretty disturbing. Something to eat and hasn't rested. So day 13, we can give them food. Timmy didn't say a word about it, but when he was outside, he scratched his head on a wire or something rusty. His wound is not looking pretty. We don't have a med kit, bud. I would chop your arm off, but I feel like that's a bad idea. That's rough. That's rough, Timmy. Please don't get ill from this. Please don't get sick. I hope he's fine. Okay, I think he's fine. I think he's in the clear. We'll click the radio a little bit. Alright, the best medicine for any sickness or injury is to clench your teeth and ignore it. That's what our grandma always said. Of course, she's dead now and has been for a while, ever since she got that nasty frog bite at the fine age of 25. Day 13 will eat. They should be fine, but they are starting to get thirsty. Is Timmy thirsty as well? Yeah, so eating tomorrow and drinking on the 14th will be the goal. Alright, after all these days we spent down here, we're not exactly clean, we smell bad. We'll go ahead and we'll use the gas mask just for fun. Don't break it, please. I'll be frustrated. Alright, day 13 we can eat. Day 14 we can drink. Okay, they didn't break the gas mask. That's good. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. If we can survive just a little bit longer, dirty ears shouldn't be much of a problem. That's to be sure. Dibs on the gas mask. Dolores would really love to eat something. Yeah, okay, you guys can eat. We're running low on food, though. I'm a little nervous. As long as the food and whatever stays... As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. Let's go ahead and use the radio. Just to use it. Because there's something with the radio for the achievement, but I guess there's more to it. I'm not sure. We've gotten like 3 achievements this run so far, but we need to finish the radio one. It'd be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble. if it's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to the rescue and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. We want to get the bag. Oh. What is that beeping? Oh, I clicked the radio, so yeah, good news. The government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from our area. The announcer asked everyone to listen and wait a while and longer and expect further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. Okay, so yeah, we got to get them water. We have to give them water. Were they hungry? Timmy's very hungry. Ted's no longer hungry. She's not hungry. He's not hungry, but Timmy says he's very hungry. We'll go ahead and give him food. I don't understand why he is. I thought I just open in the name of freedom came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open it? Last time we did, we got free weapons and stuff, so let's see if that happens again, because that was pretty solid. And we got Crazy Ted to protect us, so we'll be fine. Okay, she's back. Our broken gas mask. What happened there? And I don't see anything new. Oh, we got water. Okay. We regretted opening the door the minute we saw who was standing on the other side. Dark faces, rifles, and determined looks of a band of teenagers. We're doomed, we thought. Then, out of the blue, one of them asked if we were with the Reds. We've never supported the Red Sox, so we confidently said that we weren't. The tension dropped immediately, and those nice young people gave us 2 bottles of water. They also told us to have no fear since Wolverines are around. We're not sure what Wolverines have to do with any of this, but we took their word for it. What Ted did today was really absurd. During dinner, he suddenly jumped out of his seat and started boxing the gas mask hanging on the wall. He appeared to trade insults as well as blows with the inanimate object. Apparently, he had mistaken the mask for a bloodthirsty stranger intent on stealing our cans. Although we were very impressed with his right hook and his eagerness to defend our family, violence is really not his style. Also, the mask is completely destroyed. It's fine if it's broke. It's okay. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. The proud Ellison Hotel was completely destroyed. Piles and piles of luggage were laying between heaps of rubble. Only a few rooms on lower levels partially survived. Now we know the secret of their restaurant chef. It's tomato soup. No wonder they were a 5-star hotel. We got 1 can. And what was left of one of the rooms, 2 figures were playing chess. One was a skeleton. The other was a man of some kind in metal armor. They gave us their chessboard, claiming they have a spare one. Only when we walk away did we discover they gave us checkers instead of chess. What a sick joke. The lobby was mostly destroyed and barely anything could be found on the floor except for one very hairy and very dead lumberjack, and he had this axe on hand. The vehicle down the street looked like someone's work in progress. We observed it from afar. Who could be the owner? We've kept our distance for the time being, but we want to take a closer look in the future. This could potentially be our ticket out of here. Ted seems to be losing it. Either we do something in the bunker or we'll drive him completely insane. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Okay. Okay, Ted's not hungry or thirsty, but he's full of crap. I'll tell you that much. Ted is vigorous enough to I bet he is. I bet he is. We'll send Dolores outside if anything. What in hell are those sounds? Are they coming from the the dang walls? They are driving us crazy. Something crawling in the air vents. Relax. Take a deep breath. We should probably calm down before we start tearing them down. Maybe try something relaxing for a bit. We'll do cards. I need to go through and memorize what some of these give, because I know, like, the options give specifics, and I need food, and I need to memorize that stuff better. Having some fun made us forget about, what was it again? Ted seems to be losing it. Either we do something, or this bunker will drive him completely insane. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Her condition isn't any better today. Mary Jane's been sleepy all day. She has no energy for anything. Timmy's rested. Today's been fine for Dolores thus far. Okay, we're going to send Timmy back out. We're going to keep Dolores home. Mary Jane's doing rough, but there's not much we can do without a med kit or anything like that, which I don't think... Yeah, okay, yeah, she needs a med kit. Ted, we just need to kind of judge him off of the others, so probably when Dolores is hungry and thirsty, we feed her water Doug. we feed her water the dad. So Let's go ahead. Let's keep it moving. Day 17. Day 17. Day 17. Alright, Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Ted's losing it, whatever. Mary Jane's hungry. She's sick. She's sleepy all the time. Life is hard for us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it stays. It'll stay this way. Okay, so we'll keep it schmoving. Our patience is wearing thin. We thought it would be a good idea to take a quick look outside to see if there's any trouble in the area. As we were about to step out, a pair of animal eyes flashed in the darkness, and their owner started growling in the most terrifying way. Okay, we could shine the flashlight. That way nobody gets bit or something dumb like that. But I think with that, it just gives us I thought it did give us a dog, but I don't know. We decided to check out what's coming for us in the with our flashlight. Guess what? It was a dog. The poor thing seemed tired, so we let it stay with us for the night. The next morning, we opened the door to let it out. It still hadn't returned. Hopefully, it will come back later. Ted seems to be losing it. Either we do something in this bunker, or it'll drive him completely insane. All Ted wishes for is a few drops of water. Okay, so Ted's getting, like, yeah, he's wanting to be hungry and thirsty again. Okay. She's tired. She becomes cranky. She should be better in a few days. Everyone has a drink sometimes, including Mary. Water's what she wants. So tomorrow, we're going to give them water. We were visited by a young woman today. She's on a mission to rescue her twin brother, who went missing after he challenged a local bandit leader for a duel. She said they've been observing us for a while, and they were hoping to visit us together, but her brother went missing. She asked that we help her reunite her brother, and promises we won't regret it. We could send Psycho Ted. Truth is, we don't really need anything from them. We're good on that. I don't think we need that at all. We really need to get the cat bag, which I think is in the mid-20s on days. I think. So once 20 hits, we should be getting it at some point. If we jumped eagerly at the opportunity to help someone, we wouldn't have time to eat, sleep, or gather supplies for ourselves. These people won't get help from us tonight. Ted's losing it. 1 foot in the grave. He needs... Yeah, okay, so we can give water to all, and we'll give food to the girl. I wish I had this. I think she gives food when you give that. There's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Fortunately, she's out of ammo. She tells us she hunts wild beasts to the waste, and right now she's on a trail of giant mutated spiders. We're pretty sure she's lost her mind. What are you going to do with that spider, lady? Put it on a leash? She promises that if we help her, she will return the favor another day. I genuinely wish we could, because she helps. Okay, we got a cough going, so Mary Jane is not doing that great. She's not doing great. This woman says she hunts mostly for food. Clearly, she's an uncivilized savage. Delicious soup is what a decent people eat these days. We were not amused and did not give her anything. It's always great. Ted's not thirsty anymore. Mary Jane's still hungry, but she's not thirsty. Dolores is not thirsty, but she'd love something to eat. So on the 21st, we'll feed the girls. And we'll feed the guy on the dad on the 22nd, probably. Mary Jane has been caught sneaking out under the cover of the night. Dolores was furious, so Mary Jane revealed she was going on a date with some bandit boy. She met him during an expedition. Mary Jane asked for a chance to contact her date via written letter and apologized for not showing up. Yeah, go ahead, Mary Jane. You're sick? I get it, girl. I get it. Go get your man. Slay, queen. I believe in you. Let's see. After hours of tears, begging, pleading, and some more tears, Dolores caved. Mary Jane wrote a note to the bandit boy, drew some hearts with the tomato soup, and left to drop it off. She came back angry and disappointed. Apparently, the boy was eaten by a mutant raccoon while waiting for her the other night. Mary Jane said it was for the best. He was clearly better raccoon fodder than boyfriend material. Okay, so, okay. Is Ted hungry? Ted is hungry. Mary Jane is hungry. We'll just feed them all. We're running out of food so quickly. We're running out. What's that? Noises from below. This is probably the right time to check out the manhole in the corner. That's been locked tight ever since we got the shelter. Okay, manhole. We did it once. We used the flashlight, and an alligator bit one of them. We used this, I believe, once, and I can't remember what happened, but there should be a good opportunity as well. I don't think it's always bad. So let's Let's try it one more time. If we get lucky with it, we'll remember, hey, manhole can give you good stuff because we need food. I'm hoping we can find it. But if we get bit again, we'll just know. We'll know for the future. Alligator guaranteed. And we don't want to mess around with that. And we'll just ignore the manhole with the flashlight for sure. I don't see any injured. Ted's injured. Ugh, what the hell? We barely made it out alive. It's a giant mutated crocodile or alligator or something else with a giant mouth and plenty of teeth. Anyone hurt? Okay, yeah. So never go to the manhole with a flashlight. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Our family would never visit a bar, never ever, unless it was for the apocalypse. And we were out of food, water, and it just happened to run into one of those establishments. Guess what? We did. Who would have known tomato soup would be used as a popular snack in a bar? We found a few cans of it. We did not find a few. We found a singular can. Brother, we need more. We need so much more soup. And we took it with us. We didn't expect to find any clean water in the bar, but we weren't wrong. We didn't expect to find any clean water in the bar, and we weren't wrong. Whatever we found wasn't pure, and it wasn't water. But hey, if it quenches the thirst, it counts. So we got whiskey. Ted seems to be losing it. He's no longer hungry. Ted was hurt. He needs some water. Mary Jane, she's not hungry, but she is thirsty. Dolores is not hungry, and she is thirsty. We got plenty of water. Let's just give everybody water. What was Timmy? He's very hungry and he's really tired. Wait, he's not thirsty at all? Okay, so we'll take away his water, but we'll give him food. Backpack, we're definitely doing that. We need to every chance we get. Scratching on the door could only mean one thing. Our dog friend is back. We raced to open the door, not considering it might have been a mutated beast. But luck smiled at us. A furry fellow seemed really tired and hungry. Okay, so here's the thing. Everything in me wants to give this puppers a can of soup. I'm going to be honest. But we're going for the cat ending. When the cat gets here, the dog will leave. That's how that works. But I want to say there is an achievement that I don't think I have, where if you have both in your shelter at once, you get an achievement for it. So we'll do that. We'll get the dog, and then we'll aim to get the cat, and then the dog should leave at some point, I believe. So we're gonna go for that. I don't know if we're gonna make it to the ending, man. This is a struggle with the food. The dog was back to his former self in under an hour. We don't know what they put in that soup, but man, that stuff is good. We decided the dog needed a name. The right name for him was Pancake. Come here, Pancake. Who's your good boy? Pancake stayed around for a while, but was gone the next morning. We can bet he'll be back. Ted seems to be losing it. He's psycho. Ted is suffering from his injuries. Ted's no longer thirsty. Mary Jane's condition's not better today. She is no longer thirsty. Timmy's very hungry, and he's tired. Some water would be nice. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Okay, so we'll feed all of them tomorrow with the last of the soup. Oh, we don't even have enough. We don't even have enough. We don't even have enough. Okay, we will when we send somebody though. Is she sick? Yeah, she's sick and injured. We can't send Timmy. Dolores, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to do this. You're gonna really have to carry. You're gonna have to get this done. You're gonna have to come back with like 50 cans of soup, please. Like, that's all we need is 50 cans and we'll be fine. Let's see what we got going on. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Ted seems to be losing it. Either we do something or this bunker will drive him completely insane. Ted might have some nasty scars if those wounds would ever heal. She's sick. They're pretty fatigued. So we're going to feed them all today. And we'll just be out of food. There's not much we can do, actually. We're just going to have to tough it out. Today, the music from the radio stopped abruptly, and instead we got to listen to a transmission from the army. We were almost halfway to the door when they started talking about evacuation, but it turns out there is something we need to do first. All survivors are alive in the area. The exact location was given coordinates. The map would establish where that is. We don't have a map. We're kind of in a pickle. No food, no map. Come on now. Come on now, man. We were sure we would find the location without a map. We were wrong. Hopefully we'll get lucky next time. Ted's losing it. Wounds are not a pretty sight. He's thirsty. Mary Jane's thirsty. Timmy's in terrible shape. We'll give them all water. And we need more food. Help us. No, we need 5 cans of food to be able to get the freaking vehicle running. Oh, man, this is rough. This is so difficult. Day 26. And we don't even have food to trade for the cat. We're not sure about the soup would work as fuel, and even if we were, we cannot spare the supplies right now. Besides, who knows? Maybe a better opportunity will come along. Perhaps someone will fix the trains. Then we can really travel in comfort instead of being seen in this piece of junk. How embarrassing. Okay, not thirsty, not hungry. Not thirsty, not hungry. Timmy's a little hungry, so he can eat on the 28th. What do we got? A group of people dressed in green pajamas knocking on our hatch. Not something we anticipated, yet this is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insisted they are merry men wishing to take... You know what? We are so poor. Okay, they want to take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we can make some new friends. We should let them in. Yeah, you know what? Merry men, band of merry men, please give us food. Please give us food. They didn't. They did no such thing. Okay. But they gave us a health kit. So we had those weird people over, and they were more than kind. They gave us our first aid kit, and we spent a lovely afternoon together dancing and singing, and they left. Ted is losing it, completely insane, getting worse and worse. Either we do something about his wounds or he's done for. Mary Jane's condition isn't getting better today. Timmy was never a fan of soup, but soup is all he talks about now. He must be hungry. Nothing we can do. I'm going to give... Because Ted's crazy, right? Or he's deranged, actually. Mary Jane is just sick. We'll go ahead and use it on her, because I feel like that's the best option. Alright, so we're going to give her the med kit, because I think she needs it. Ted's deranged. It's not going to help us in any way. A young woman dressed in white knocked on her door today, telling us the story of her missing twin brother. Okay. Oh my goodness. I need food. Not to send anybody to help. I need food. That's really what it boils down to. I'm not gonna help them. Not gonna help them. I just need food. Okay, she's much better now. Heading deep into the bandit camp, looking for a fight. These people are completely irresponsible. They do seem friendly, but we just don't want to take the risk. Ted's losing it. We either do something in the bunker to drive him completely insane. He's worse and worse. Either we do something, or his wounds, or he's done for. He's thirsty. You know what, Ted? You ain't even getting nothing to drink, brother. We're just gonna say you're done for, man. Timmy was never a fan of soup, but soup is all he talks about now. We don't have any, Timmy. I swear to Bob, I would give you food if we had it. We just don't, man. Getting a drink sounds good. He should get something to drink. We'll give him drinks tomorrow on the 29th. A sleazy looking... No! No! This is the cat that we genuinely needed. That we wanted. This is what we were looking for. And we can't even do it. This run is a bust. It's so bad. We're going to finish it out just because, but... I'm going to be honest, this is such a rough thing. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not sure we're going to start now. Gone are the times of the yard sale. We can manage without whatever that junk is in the mystery bag. We were glad to see the lures come back from the wasteland. Unfortunately, the search was futile. We gained nothing from this excursion. Ted is getting worse and worse. Okay. Okay, this is... We'll give him water. Oh, man. When we heard barking at the door, at a moment's notice, this time we were right. It was the pancake. He had come back, but he wasn't willing to enter. Instead, he seemed very anxious to lead us somewhere. Alright, we'll take the axe, and we'll head out. Please give us food, Mr. Pancake. Please give us food. Ted's dead. Okay, Ted. It's cool. We can change his hat. While he's dead. The pumpkin seems cool. We're gonna keep him as a pilot, though. A man with an axe is a force to be reckoned with. These two things ran into while following Pancake. Learned this the hard way. Pancake was a real hero too.
He chased them off and nearly made one of them leave their trousers behind. Not that anyone wanted them. Yuck. Who would have guessed that those two would have a respectable stash of water? Forget the trousers, they left a liquid fortune behind. Okay. This is extraordinarily rough. They're not thirsty. That's cool. I'm happy for you. But we have 0 food. Let's send the girl out. It's literally our only option right now. Man, this is rough. This is rough. Okay. This is so rough. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat, she won't last till the morning. Timmy's diet needs food. It's today or never. Keeps falling asleep in his chair. He needs a few days of rest. Okay, so she's sick. They're both starving to death. Oh, gosh. Sure, you know what? We'll answer the radio. we'll answer the radio, man. But this is not good. I'm surprised they've made it this long. I'm surprised. How fortunate. We took the radio with us. We can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? Again, we've got nothing. We've got water. Here, we'll give y'all water and hope it works. Bullet. Okay. You know what? Yeah, just take the radio and give us some bullets. Hopefully that lady stops by. We can have her hunt, but by then it's too late. We need the trade for achievements as well. We need 15 more trades, and we'll 15 more trades, and we'll have an achievement for that. So it just takes time. The weird man tried to make us buy fried cockroaches on a stick covered in some mystery sauce. These snacks look pretty disgusting, so we turned them down, but we bought something else. I'm going to be honest, beggars can't be choosers, and y'all are starving. I would have taken the cockroaches on a stick. I don't care what the sauce is. You guys are at that point. Oh, no. Alright, okay, Timmy's diet needs food. We don't have it. I mean, they're not thirsty, but we don't have food. No, no, no! Pancake crawled back to us, but he's severely injured, the poor thing. We don't have a med kit to help Mr. Pancake. He's going to be mad at us now. All that effort with Pancake, and it's gone. Somebody's knocking. We didn't think anything could be worse than a nuclear bomb dropping on our heads. We were wrong. We buried Pancake next to the shelter in a night. Oh, Pancake died. That's sad. That's ridiculous. In a place right under that, we used to be our white fence. We had a thought about eating him, but there are some lines you don't cross, even in the most dire circumstances. You do not eat your friends, even if they're pancakes. No. Yeah, you're right. You don't eat. Well, nah, you don't eat your pet dog. You don't do it. But I don't know. Dude. Okay, we'll trade this because we need the trades, but we don't need water. We need food, like, really bad, man. So we got 16 out of 30. Yeah, in exchange. They're all dead but the daughter. We exchanged goods with the trader, and she went her way. Before she left, she insisted that we should listen to the radio broadcast if we ever want to get out of this shelter and find a safe place. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning. Hey, look! We've got food and a gun. Oh my gosh. A local supermarket might have seemed like a great place for the safe haven, but unfortunately a bandit group had the same idea and turned it into their new home instead. These things are heavily armed and able to terrorize the entire area. Maybe stealing from them would be ideal payback. Sneaking through the store's shelves provides us with a few cans of soup. That's 4. That was a really good run too. The bandits kept some of their guns in the safe room, in the staff room. Good thing about that, none of the raiders were near it. But we were. We found our way back to the shelter part of the store. That had a few working radios standing on the shelves. We helped ourselves to one of them, got the radio. One of the walls was decorated with the big map of the surrounding area. Surreal buildings had oh my god. We got a map too. We were in a rush because the raiders could come back any moment. We grabbed a few things at random. One of them turned out to be bug killing spray. What is going on? Oh my god. As soon as the mother dies, she comes back with this freaking load, this god load of gear. Wow. I'm sending her out from now on. She's insane. She's insane, dude. Like, that is the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I died that... What are the odds, man? What are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds? You perished. All right, we'll look at the achievement count before we dip. But what do you mean 5 successful expeditions? Where was the one? Yeah, because we had a bad one. We literally had nothing. We had an expedition where we got nothing at all. So it wasn't 5 out of 5. That was ridiculous. Yeah, we only had six cans the entire run until the very end. That was rough. All right, let's look at our achievements. I want to see if we got, because we had what, 33? 33? Are we gonna have to count? I think we are, unless I go to my thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So we got 2. We got 2. I don't think the radio one was one of them, was it? I hope it is. I hope it was. Because I don't want to fiddle around with the radio again. We don't really need the radio in any run again. I'll double check. I will double check. Okay, yeah, so unplugged, ram a random toilet, receive a gift, collect 10 soups, break or use something in the shelter, survive 5 days, scavenge each item at least once, don't forget to stock your shelter, ally with the wastelanders, find a new companion, that's the cat, complete 1 scavenge, did that, fully explore your shelter, find Dee Dee's apartment, rescue the whole family, get rescued by the military, die in the shelter, defeat 3 bandit attacks in 1 game, collect 10 waters, these are days survived, live through a nuclear blast as Dolores, find your way to the VIP bunker, make them dance, trim Ted's beard in a trendy way, get to the shelter before the bomb hits, give and get back, so you team up with the mutants, this is the end, survival is overrated, stay to see the fireworks, reconnect with old friends, put on a stylish hat, oh it was the hat, that's what it was the hat, so we didn't get the radio, always get yes and win was a solid one for me, we didn't get the radio, I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay, so I'm gonna hop off. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, like, subscribe if you enjoy the content. I hope to see you next time. You know, it really does help the channel. I don't just say it because it's like a catchphrase of every YouTuber. Like, I genuinely hope you guys subscribe. I hope you like the content. I hope you come back around. If you've watched one of my videos previously but you didn't subscribe then, subscribe now. Obviously, the algorithm thinks that you enjoy my content, and I'll get better as I go with the commentary and such, and I'll try to find games that you enjoy. Leave a comment to let me know what games you enjoy, and I'll go for it. I like roguelikes and stuff like that. I enjoy incrementals. They're fun pastimes. So let me know something in that area. If there's something else I could maybe try it, I'll think about it. But yeah, that's the goal. Either way, goodbye.